Perfect.
Looks so forced. And for those of you saying it's not an upside down cross, Playboy Cardi literally posted it on his story, and in up close videos and photos of her you can see she's clearly rocking it. After the Chiefs won, the President of the United States posted this on his Instagram saying, "Just like we drew it up in these red eyes." Kanye West was at the game wearing all black with a black mask with Jesus Christ in between his eyes. This is the biggest stage in the world. Everything on your TV is there for a reason, and we haven't even got to the commercials or the halftime show yet. They can continue to show us this imagery and try and normalize it, but I can promise you one thing: I will never stop exposing what is going on.
Ice Spice? Demonic? Nah, I don't think so. Maybe a little clever, possibly. She wanted clout, boys and girls, okay? She wanted attention. She wanted to be, you know, spoken about the next day, the next week, and for however long after. So she knew that when she saw herself on the camera, because if you roll the clip back, you see she looked up and she notices that the cameras were rolling on her, and that's when she started throwing up her, you know, her demonic gang signs and gang signals and flashing her upside down cross. Listen, she's not demonic. Clever? Maybe a little bit. Stupid? Ding, ding, ding. 100%, y'all.
Heard the craziest conspiracy theory about Ellen DeGeneres that is so dark, especially after what they found in her house. As you know, Ellen has been described as an evil and devilish person to work with at The Ellen Show. Staff would describe their experience working with her as being ran by intimidation, fear, bullying, allegations that employees were being SA'd and touched by higher-level executives, and Ellen knew about it. While hosting her show, Ellen was also tied to the Illuminati after repeatedly flashing the symbol. It's also interesting that her set matches the building on Epstein Island with white and blue stripes, gold touches, and palm trees. She's been frequently closely tied to the lizard person conspiracy theory. Even her home staff described her as evil and would say that her true personality comes out at home, and it's worse than anything you've heard she's done at work. Look closely at this video of Ellen at home because it could expose evil and devilish parts of her private life. If you saw in the background of that video, through the glare of the window, you can see this painting that says evil thoughts and it's a devil's face. The artist who made that painting, who's been dead for a long time, painted a lot of Satan worshipping pieces. Not to mention this symbolism directly on her sweatshirt while she's broadcasting. Then look at another photo of Ellen sitting in her house with a painting in the background with suspicious symbols on them that are eerily similar to symbols you use in satanic worshipping rituals. The scariest one of all these is of Ellen giving her mother a haircut, and look closely at the painting behind her. I believe it says RIP on the bottom above her mother's head. Different pieces and paintings found are from different artists, so why does Ellen always go out of her way to find this type of dark symbolism to express herself?
Listen, guys, as we've all known for literally decades, Ellen DeGeneres is a nasty, mean human being. It's not because of the company she keeps or the art she likes or the music she listens to. I'm assuming she was probably just born a nasty person.
It's gonna rain in Dubai today, just so I know. I have to drive back from Abu Dhabi to Dubai.
No.
It's not raining. It's a sunny day. The UAE government invested more than $20 million in research to start a process called cloud seeding. The UAE performs around 1,000 hours of cloud seeding a year, and it's all controlled by this building in the National Center of Meteorology in Abu Dhabi, where they track the whole process. We met with a cloud seeding expert to explain how the seeding process works.
We wait the forecast. When we have a good, chance for a cloud, we send the aircraft to that location. Go under the cloud. In the first stage of the cloud, there is good updraft at that time. Start to release all the salt, and with the good updraft, of course, it will go inside the cloud. The droplets will become bigger and start to rain.
The center manufactures a salt substance that helps enhance rainfall. They put them in what they call flares.
It's more of that cloud seeding, guys. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Pay attention, y'all.
Apple's latest release, the Apple Vision Pro, has been hacked by an MIT PhD student. Joseph Ravichandran, a microarchitecture security expert, uncovered a critical vulnerability in the device's operating system, Vision OS. This flaw could potentially lead to jailbreaking and the creation of harmful malware targeting the new hardware. A kernel exploit is a type of security vulnerability that targets the core component of an operating system. It allows unauthorized access, execution of malicious code, and even taking control of the entire system. Ravichandran even shared photos demonstrating the device's response to the exploit. As the tech community anxiously awaits Apple's response, it remains uncertain whether Ravichandran will report his findings to the company. But with Apple's track record of addressing security concerns swiftly, we can expect a prompt update to fix this vulnerability.
So that took a whopping 1, 2, 3, carry the 9, divide by 2. What, 2 weeks for someone to hack the Apple Vision Pro goggles? Come on, Apple. You got to do a better job with your security, guys. Come on.
A female stingray that hasn't had a mate in 8 years is mysteriously pregnant, and the internet has gone wild. Charlotte, the 12 to 14-year-old stingray, lives in a storefront aquarium in North Carolina and is due to give birth to her miracle pups this week. The Virgin Mary of stingrays, who only shares a tank with male sharks, was found with teeth marks on her fin, a common mating symbol for sharks, and could create the first shark ray offspring. Others say she's impregnated herself through a process called parthenogenesis, but this has never happened in Charlotte's species before. Until Charlotte the stingray gives birth to her pups and a DNA test is carried out, the father remains a mystery.
And next week on Jerry Springer, shark demands DNA test, claims he is not the stingray's daddy.
People believe this man is actually Elvis Presley. Many people believe Elvis Presley faked his own death for protection against the mafia, and there was no evidence until the rumors came about. A man named Bob Joyce, who's a pastor living in a small town in Arkansas. Many people believe this is Elvis Presley. There have supposedly been sights of Bob Joyce at Elvis's house Graceland on Christmas, and this isn't even the scariest part. Bob Joyce was said to have attended Elvis Presley's daughter's funeral. There's many of other signs that Bob Joyce could be Elvis Presley living out his older days without the fame, including the fact that no man has ever come close to singing like Elvis Presley except Bob Joyce. Bob Joyce is a very religious man who owns a church. It was told Elvis Presley had gotten very religious towards the end of his life and wanted to find himself. Many believe we will see Bob Presley reveal the truth very soon and open up about things. Is there even a chance it's him?
Elvis? I don't know, y'all. He looks more like Kenny Rogers than anything to me.
This is in the Philippines, where just days ago, millions of sardines started flooding onto the shores. People went out and they started saying, oh my gosh, this is a miracle. Some people were saying, oh my goodness, this is a terrible omen. The fish know something that we don't know. Well, believe it or not, just days later, they were hit with a 5.3 earthquake in that same exact area. Now, when this happened, people instantly started saying the fish knew something we didn't know. Days before, they could sense the earthquake coming on. But scientists were quick to come forward and say, hey, I'm here to ruin your fun. It's actually not anything that the fish could sense. It's something called upwelling. Now, if you don't know what upwelling is, that's fine, because I went back in time to your middle school science class and pulled this straight out of the textbook. Now, upwelling is caused when high winds near the shore push the water away, creating this vacuum of sorts, which takes the cold water from the bottom of the seafloor and pulls it up. Now, along with this deep water being pulled up, a lot of dense nutrients get pulled to the surface too, which sardines absolutely love. Now, this nutrients-dense water draws in the sardines towards the shore, but when there are literally millions of sardines all piling in, they just stack on top of each other, and then as the water starts pulling back, a lot of them get stuck on the shore. And in rare instances, things like this happen, which are honestly really freaky, but nothing to be worried about.
Yeah. I know. I heard him say that there's nothing malicious or dangerous with these sardines. But hang on 1 second. If I saw this happening in my local beach, in my town, I would be fucking terrified, y'all. Absolutely terrified.
Someone on Reddit just found what looks like an alien in their garden. So a picture of this very odd looking creature just went viral on Reddit. Now, according to the poster, it was found in England and it was found in their friend's garden. Now, shortly after the picture was posted, it quickly spread all over Reddit, and everyone is trying to figure out just what this creature thing is. At first, many people thought that it might be some kind of root, until a picture of the creature at a new angle was released. Now, after seeing this picture, there's no denying this is some kind of creature. As you may notice, it has a chest. It also has what appears to be eyes, arms, legs, maybe a third leg right there if you see it. It also has a tail, it's very alien-like. Now, since this specific angle of the creature came out, many people are debating the validity of the picture. Because if you look at this, it just looks way too stereotypical alien. I mean, down to the shape of the head and everything. It's very sci-fi looking, if that makes any sense. As of right now, I don't think that it's been confirmed real or fake yet. But what do you guys think about this Reddit alien?
Speaking of absolutely terrifying, what in the hell is that thing? If anyone out there knows what this is or has any updates to this clip, please let us know in the comments below, guys, because that is what I call terrifying.
If you've been looking for a reason to not come to Bali, this is it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not exaggerating.
There's absolutely no way that I will ever spend tens of thousands of dollars to fly across the world on vacation to a place where they have spiders the size of fucking baseballs falling from the sky, y'all. Listen, Bali, thanks, but no thanks. I'm good.
I saw this thing. A weatherman is like showing the radar and like this big like storm formation or whatever. He's like, just so you know, this isn't a storm. This is just military exercise. Popping up on the radar looking like a storm.
Yeah.
Did it again, but they were basically like, this is not a weather formation. This is the military dropping chaff, shreds of aluminum, fiberglass, and plastic.
Why?
Used by the military to trick radars.
What?
So it's basically a blanketing system to where the radars cannot penetrate through it. And they've been doing that all over the U.S.
It's just particles in the air.
Wait, but that's poison. Is that raining down on us?
Yes.
The thing that I showed you, this chick is talking about like snow is now toxic. She takes a cup, scoops it up, melts it down, and then takes a magnet on the side, and it's not dirt in the snow. It's literally pulling to the magnet all the debris from the snow.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen with snow, y'all. In case you didn't know, it's not magnetized.
Dashcam footage shows a driver going down a dark road, but what he will encounter next is so creepy and unexplainable, it even stays a mystery until now. When he turned down the bend on the road, this guy in a suit suddenly appeared out of nowhere holding a briefcase and an umbrella. What makes it weird was that he became frantic when he saw the car and tried to run away. But the events that followed would just make this whole encounter creepier and weirder. Another man who's identical to the first one also appeared on the road and reacted the same when seeing the car. And when the car's headlights hit the tall grass on the side of the road, more of these identical men appeared, and they all had the same reaction. But what makes the whole thing even more disturbing is that a little bit further down the road, there was another man holding a flare. Nobody could explain what was going on in this footage, and people who saw it could only think one thing, that this could be a cult in the middle of a ritual.
Nah, nothing paranormal or strange going on here, guys. That's just the Men in Black having their monthly team builder out in the woods. Duh.
Have you guys seen this video? This TikToker captured this on a live newsfeed. It starts out normal enough, but when they pan over and show the United Nations board, this is when it gets really weird. Just check out the person that is representing the United States. What is that? It doesn't look human, and a lot of people think that they had caught this person shapeshifting. Now, if you've never heard of the conspiracy theory about reptilians in our politics, I really suggest checking it out. For centuries, reptilians have been depicted in our history, and a lot of people believe that it's a race of aliens that are currently controlling the world, that they are actually the people behind the powers of the world, the important people, even some celebrities. So do you believe this person has captured a reptilian shapeshifting on camera? It really holds up to the conspiracy theories. I mean, this thing is strange looking. Or do you think it's something easily explained? I'd love to hear your opinions because I don't know about this one. Whatever it is, it's super creepy.
What do you guys think? Cat, CGI, Photoshop? Come on, which one is it? Because there's absolutely no way that the United States would ever let a video clip like this see the light of day. Ever.
Web-like substance falling from the skies across the area. That sticky and fluffy substance we were telling you about has been seen in Monterey, Santa Cruz, and San Benito counties this morning. It's like spider silk, but that has not been confirmed to be the source.
If you stepped outside today, you may have noticed this sticky web-like substance falling from the sky in the Central Coast. Viewers from all across our area have been sharing these photos and videos of it with us.
This sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. Spiders falling from the sky across California's Central Coast.
Disturbing story here. Hundreds of birds are dead after slamming into McCormick Place. It happened overnight. The Tribune reporting nearly 1,000 birds died after colliding with that building.
An unusual situation at McCormick Place today. Nearly 1,000 birds found dead.
This is not a science project. These rows and rows of birds you see pictured here met their death in Chicago Wednesday night while making their migratory journey to the south.
Take a look at the sky tonight between 7:30 and 8 in the evening. A day before the eclipse, we're seeing reports of this.
Are we at end times? Like, what's going on, y'all? We got spider webs falling out of the sky, spiders falling out of the sky, mass genocide of birds. I mean, I don't know, y'all. Is this end times? Could be.
This is coming out of France around September 5th, 2023. Witnesses are claiming that overnight, a tree burst from the ground, fully grown, punches through the middle of this car, and this is what they wake up to. Now, they're claiming the tree wasn't there before. Obviously, otherwise the car would not have been able to park there, and that this literally sprouted, fully grown overnight. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think.
True. Yeah, I tried looking into this a little further, and I found absolutely nothing out there. So if anyone out there knows about this strange, eerie tree car, or where it came from, or how it was built, please let us know in the comments below, because I personally would like to know, because this is just fucking weird, y'all.
So as we keep hearing people in the US talk about increased military activity where they live, someone in San Francisco caught this on video, all these helicopters being out here. For what? I know where I live, I've had a whole bunch of military jets and things like that going over my house like every single night, and that's not normal. Here is the flight path for just one of them. If I was speculating, I would think that they were guarding. But guarding from what? And what's this right here? In the same video I just showed you, it wouldn't be 2024 without some crazy phenomenon happening in the sky. Some are speculating the helicopters were there because this UFO thing. See, right here is the weird phenomenon right here. And it's weird because the sun is back the other way. Also, there's something else in here, which is kind of suspect as well. The whole video is just really eerie. Right there, what is that? Is that the sun? Okay, whatever. If it is, look at this. Let me know what y'all think, and if you're seeing increased military activity, let us know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if they're helping us or they're hurting us. You know, are they protecting us from something or someone? Or are they provoking someone or something? We'll never know because they don't tell us shit.
Some of the strangest archaeological anomalies in the world can be found in Mongolia on Google Earth. Mongolia is an extremely secretive country. There are entire regions of Mongolia known as forbidden zones, or zones that are forbidden to archaeology or exploration by foreigners. One of these forbidden zones is known as Ik Kurik, or the Great Taboo, a 93 square mile area of Mongolia believed by some to be the location of Genghis Khan's grave. Throughout the country, there are many strange statues that seem to be evidence of a forgotten culture. Throughout the country, there are many strange statues that resemble reptilians, or kings with the heads of what look like monitor lizards or a dragon. Many of the sites you can find on Google Earth in Mongolia appear to be blown apart, evidence of a forgotten past or a story that has never been told. A lot of these areas that were once available to be seen on Google Earth are now blurred out. What is going on here?
That's right. And this is also the reason why the only thing Mongolian in my life is my barbecue, y'all.
Caught something quite terrifying in her granddaughter's room. Tori McKenzie is begging for help online after capturing what she describes as a demon standing over her grandchild's bed. Miss McKenzie set up a motion-activated camera at her son's house after complaints his 2-year-old daughter Amber was talking to something unseen in the middle of the night. The grandma checked her camera's app days later to find a bone-chilling image of a figure standing very close to her sleeping grandchildren with what she described as it having a horn on its head and long claws. The creature is captured standing awkwardly, looking upwards just before 3 a.m. Miss McKenzie says when she tried to rid the house of the evil presence by burning oils, she claimed cabinets and curtains opened and closed and music began to play by itself. The grandmother insists the discovery has left her fearing for her grandchildren's lives and that the photo is real and could not be photoshopped because she does not have the technical know-how.
I hope to God that grandma packed her stuff and got the hell out of there as fast as she could very shortly after seeing whatever that was in this picture.
I don't know if you've seen this or not, but 28 girls in Colombia have been hospitalized after playing with a Ouija board. They all attended the same school and reported symptoms of fainting, nausea, vomiting. They were taken to the emergency room where they could find nothing wrong with them. And apparently this has happened in other schools in Colombia and is a common occurrence with girls playing with these Ouija boards. Now, I always tell people, stay away from Ouija boards because a lot of hauntings, a lot of cases that we've seen have came from people playing with Ouija boards. You open a door and maybe you might think, hey, I'm communicating with someone, but you also, once you open that door, you don't know who else you might be communicating with, who else might be coming through. So this is very interesting because the parents of these girls also said that they eat regularly, they're in good health, and they don't believe this is caused from anything health-wise.
I wouldn't consider myself a religious or a spiritual or even like a paranormal believer type of guy. However, I can leave you with one piece of advice that I've learned over my many years of life. Do not play with Ouija boards, y'all. Put them down. Don't even pick them up. You don't ever hear any news stories coming out like this. 3 blind kids play with Ouija board. After they're done, all 3 can now see. The Ouija board has saved their vision. No, you don't hear stories like that. You hear stories just like the one this gentleman is telling us. Weird, scary, spooky, fucked up stories. Kids, put the Ouija boards away and leave them alone.
Yep, this is a real video, and many people are terrified as these non-earthly beings are coming out of hiding, monitoring us, and making themselves known that they are here. Citizens were terrified when recent footage came out of a jellyfish-like UFO that has been surveilling military bases and our weapons at night, with military personnel verifying that the creature had long, stiff tentacles that appeared to have armor on it and geometric scales, seemingly ready to attack. When military soldiers were told to go outside and find it with night vision goggles, they reported the UFO having the ability to literally go invisible in front of humans. Apparently, the only thing that was able to see it was a thermal camera, but the temperature of the creature changes from cold to hot rapidly, making it super difficult to even see on the thermal camera, with experts saying nothing on Earth has the ability to do anything even near this. Many claim the image we see is just a booger or bird poop on the lens, but others say it's moving in and out from the center of the footage and also has been seen shrinking as it moves further from the camera, proving it's real.
Are we really supposed to believe that that's an alien flying around? And what, we didn't hear about it on like 80 million different news channels? Come on, y'all. Open your eyes. That looks like my daughter put a booger on the screen. Just saying.
Wahala Day here in Africa, guys. If you are not seeing something, come to Africa and see for yourself. This is a story of of chicken with a monkey face or a monkey with a chicken body. And this information was unbelievable until I went on the scene for myself and I saw what is unbelievable. Guys, this is a real story that I've taken over the entire internet. A chicken with a monkey face or a monkey face, a monkey with a chicken body. No, you can say it in a way, but this is the real story. And like when this information started to circulate the internet, like I was trying to doubt the entire thing and say, no, this cannot happen. Why would a chicken be having a monkey face, or why would a monkey be having a chicken body and stuff? And I said to myself, oh no, seeing is believing, so I have to go on the scene and see for myself. I took my trip to Nigeria in one of the popular Igbo land and stuff, and guess what? I saw this for myself, and it is scary. Would I say this is the end time? I would say yes, because to see things happening, you have to know and have to understand that this is the end time, because the Bible told us in the end time, a lot of things will happen, and this is it, guys.
I'm literally at a loss for words. I don't know what to say, except that thing is fucking terrifying, y'all.
How would you react? This video comes from the dark web. It was posted recently. In this video, we see a very strange thing happening, which is paranormal.
I had to rewatch this a couple times because I didn't even see anything at first. But after I noticed what it was, it almost looked like a possessed fidget spinner was coming across the kitchen floor to attack the children. I don't know. What would you guys do? What would you do if you're a parent and you got your two children and the demonic paranormal killer fidget spinner is coming at you? Would you grab a weapon and try and beat it away? Or would you run in fear? Let us know. Let us know in the comments below, guys.
How about the Simpsons keep fucking calling
Predicting
it?
everything.
They predicted the Apple Vision Pro. There's an old Simpsons episode where people are walking around with those goggles and they're falling into manholes, and now you're seeing people out there in the street swiping things and moving away and wearing these goggles on the street.
I can't believe they got Trump on the escalator, though. That, to me, is one of the craziest ones. When they got him
riding the escalator down like he did in that one moment where I think he had just declared for the presidency, and he kind of rode this elevator down.
Yeah, how did the Simpsons do that? This is what I think.
Time traveler?
I don't think time traveler, but I think that if you're so into
right
here it is.
Yeah.
Look at this. They literally had Trump waving. It's the same photo. It's so crazy. God, that's so nuts.
Guys, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Simpsons are not, I repeat, not time travelers, y'all, okay? Their show has been on the air for decades, multiple decades, 20, 30 plus years, all right? And have, I'm sure, hired and employed hundreds and thousands of staff writers as well. Now, if you take all the calls that the Simpsons have made, take all the calls they got right versus all the calls they got wrong, there's going to be no comparison, guys. There's going to be thousands upon thousands they got wrong versus what? The 5, 6, 7 they got right? Come on, y'all. They're not time travelers. Thank God I quit smoking cigarettes, y'all, because that shit was foul. Did you see the worm crawling through the tobacco like that? How does that even make it through the FDA, y'all? I don't know, but that brings us to the end of the video for this week, guys. Huge thank you for joining us if you made it this far. If you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button. If you like the content, smash the like button. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.